Hello everyone! Welcome to another stream of Bird ASMR Simulator. Today we'll be listening to birds as they make their little chirpy noises while watching Detective Gumshoe just slowly laugh to himself. Yep, and that'll be the stream. That'll be 3 hours of just that. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be a fun stream, guys. No? Bad idea? Alright, fine. Hey, it's Ace. Ace is first. How you doing today? It's good to see you here. Welcome to the Ace Attorneys. Hope all is good. I'm going to Mo's room. I am doing good. Welcome to this crazy game. I wonder whose room this is. The name tag on the door says Mo on it. I guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room is probably worse though. Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. And hey Foursquare, what's up? You're here too. So just to catch you all up, there was a murder at the Very Big Circus. The murderer, or the person killed, was the ringleader, the ringmaster, and the suspect is that Max Galactica guy. And that's what's happening now. The new bed sheets are here. Ooh, I hope they're comfy and warm and the comfiest flipping fudging things ever. To the big top! We're in the big top, everyone. The circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience. Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Grrr. Huh? Nick? It wasn't me. Grrr. Grrr. Uh-oh. Tiger! Hey, he's coming this way! Grrr. Growl. Well, Ace, looks like we're about to be killed by a tiger. We're dead. That's the game, guys. Thanks for coming. I'll see you all next time for... Nick, you're too young to die. Nick! Stay. Heal. Grrr. I'm still here. I'm not dead. Yet. Yeah, shower the emotes. Nick, are you okay? Scared you, didn't I? Whoa, who is this? Regin is such a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what the matter me. Nick, he almost died there. Huh, he wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. Huh? You agree, don't you? I guess. What do you mean you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo! Your costume. Eh? It's cute. I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? You're the best. Wow, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Very Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us next to an animal tamer, I bet we really look odd. Nice to meet ya. Likewise. Alright, let's question this strange girl here. Hey Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder? Uh-huh. My dad was murdered. Oh, I see. Wait, what did she just say? So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night. Even your dad? Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why did you do that? I was playing with Regent. Regent? So she was with that beast. That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead. For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish she would tell us more about her dad. B.R.I.B. Alrighty. See you hopefully in a second or so, or 2 or 3. That's incredible that you are an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary. He's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend. Leon? Yes, Leon the Lion. Leon the Lion? Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices. Leon, he died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. What? Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it. It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. What a strange girl she is. Hey, Angel Love. What's up? How you doing? Good to see ya. I'm gonna present the hat. This silk hat is Max's. That's right. It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing the hat. Huh? Really? Yep, he took my sketch to the hat shop, and they made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There's only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool? School was boring. As school goes. But I'm glad you're here now. Welcome back to the Ace Attorneys. What about this? What can you tell me? I don't know. Oh, we don't need to show her that right now. Let's present Max. It's Max! Hey, where's Max now anyways? You don't know? Nope. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. It's okay, Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal? Of course he's not. I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? Giggle. After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. The ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. Alright, talk to me. Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? Giggle, I'll tell you Maya, but just you. Well... Mumble, mumble. What? Really? And then... Mumble, mumble. Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick, there's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways. And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well. What? Who was it? Someone named Trillo. Trillo? Apparently he is a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus. She must have some sort of strange power over them. You're not kidding. 2 people in one day. Even I want to profess my love for her. Me too. She's so cute. Giggle. Isn't she 16 years old though? You weirdos. Age 52. And age 21. Alright, good stuff. Let's move on to the ringmaster's room, eh? This was the ringmaster's room? Yes, this room belonged to the victim, which means this must be where Max met with the ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, that is what he said. I wonder what? That's an interesting poster. Ah, it's a poster of Max. I want it, Nick, I want it. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. Ooh, this looks important. It's a table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top. Ah, look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes! What is it? I didn't know that a magician... This salary is incredible. She looks like she's ready to pass out from the shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise, but this document is dated a week ago. A week ago, huh? What else have we got? There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So many posters that aren't likely to miss one, are they? Oh yeah, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here. But you didn't even notice that I took one. She already swiped one. Heh, heh. You're incorrigible, you know that? Well, we got a Max G promo poster. Hooray. What about this? You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat, and they call this the face of someone who already knew that. What? A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Well, why not check it out? Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. Posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action, mind-numbing legalese. You will say, wow. Or perhaps, hold it. Don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride. With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. Here's his desk. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but the desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. It's nice. I think that's it. Maybe that's it. Who knows? We can promote some, or do some more things. Hey Mick, how you doing today? Welcome back to the stream. How's life treating you? Are you doing good? What about this? What about this? Let's do her. You're doing good? Awesome. I'm glad that you're having a good day. Alright, I look so cute in this picture. Don't you think I look cute? Don't you? Don't you? You sure do. No objections here. I think we're good with her. Let's go somewhere else, I guess. Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me. Whoa, who's this guy? Hello? Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me. What? Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just your everyday average Joe. An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying, like any regular person would hang around the circus, dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya. Well, I just happened to be, passing by. I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny. Not a carny. I'm a performer, actually. I'm a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodman. Your last name is Woodman? Snicker? Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben. You're her brother? You're Ben's brother? Ah, yes, that's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. So you're this person's, hello, I'm her brother. Wait, are you... Okay, is Angel Love's brother using Angel Love's account now? Is that what's happening right now? I got a little confused there. How you doing? Excuse me, Ben. Yes? You mean me? About the murder. I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really? I'm just a regular, normal guy. No, not at all. Ah, gotcha. I don't know. This guy's so nervous. He's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up. Just try and smile. He can't hear you? Aw, really? Tell him I said hi. Tell him he should make a Twitch account too. He should. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica. Max? He's not very nice. Did he just say that Max is not very nice? Ow, my head hurts. Yikes, I hope he is okay. Sounds like he just popped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist. I'm just a regular guy. You already told us you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, right now, why? He's contagious. This guy, huh? Okay, will do. I don't think he's allowed. How old is he? Is he under 13? Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. I remember being stuck at this area just a lot with this case. Like, who knows what things we need to present to these peoples. He is? Ah, gotcha. So nothing? You don't even want to talk to me about the ringmaster? Or Regina? What about Max? Alright, take care, Ben. You weirdo. Oh, something new's here. Let's see. Hello? Kablamo! Congratulations, you're the big winner! The 1 millionth visitor to the room of the one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me! Earplugs must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? I welch on giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Lansing. Catch my drift? Oh, controller died. Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have a great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb. You'd look just like Greta Garb. Oh! I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't. You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it. But you have to admit he is kind of funny. Arg, no, I don't have to admit that, because he isn't. Whew, what do you think of this guy, Angel Love? This crazy clown. Could you please tell us more about the very big circus? It's a very big story. You sure you got that kind of time? And the hits just keep on coming. This circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow. Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition. But, I love the circus. I love it too. That is why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us. Nick, you just made a joke. Laugh. Har 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 har. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world, a real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me, because he knew I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees. I see. How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man? Mo. Wiggity 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 whack! Ugh. I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. Yep, he's a clown. That's what he is a clown, Angel Love. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek? Of the crime. Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime. This guy is the eyewitness, too. The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show. New elements? When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned. A bit long in the tooth. But that make-believer takes things too far. Make-believer? The magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder... Go ahead. No, no way. Just forget I said anything. I bet he's still hiding something about Max. What did you witness? You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw? Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped. That's not fair. I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details, but only if you can get old stiff lips here to make with the funny. Stiff lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it. Ahem, akchem. What's the matter? Just getting ready. Okay, do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. At least his expectations are low. I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Yeesh, cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but he did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed, and that's when I saw... Oh. Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he is letting on. Whew, things are not looking good for us, guys. Let's try presenting some things. It's that uppity faker's uppity top hat. They found this at the scene of the crime, didn't they? That's what I've been told. Unbelievable. That jerk killed the ringmaster. It really is a shame what happened to the ringmaster, huh, Mo? It seems that the ringmaster was truly a great man. What do you think about this? Anything going right? Ah, you want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. When you tell a joke, imagine everyone's wearing underwear. I think that's enough advice for now. Nick was giving you good advice. Don't be so close-minded. Alright. Let's do this. What's the matter? Whenever I see my own nose, I am reminded of my Italian heritage. Ah, I see. It must be because you have one of those Roman noses, Roman all over your face. Didn't cross the line there, did I? You went so far past it, you'll need a map to get back. Ah, Ben, how's he doing? He's a ventriloquist, isn't he? That's right. Boy, was I surprised when they told me a secret. He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. Just kidding. Ben wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder. That's a simple problem to solve. He won't talk if he doesn't have his puppet Trillo. Trillo? If Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet, you'll barely get a word out of him. Really? Master and puppet. I've been friends with Russell since even before the circus began. He was so selfless. He always thought about others before thinking of himself. I'll find a way to return the favor. He always took such good care of me. I wish I would have thanked him more than I did. That's the ringmaster's daughter, Regina. Ever since she was a little girl, she's been watching the circus performances. Cuter than a little puppy Maltese. That Regina. If only my Lorena was that cute. Lorena? Lorena is my daughter. She lives with her mother now. It's true what they say about the tears of a clown. If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too. Mo! Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Bed right over the head as hard as he could. Then, the ventriloquist with the speech impediment? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves. The cafeteria? Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting in there. Ah, yes. The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around. Ah, thank you. This is an atlas. Oh, I kill myself, really. I'm dying here. Coronary. Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. My gosh, guys, this guy, huh? Well, let's go, find the cafeteria. Move! Here we go. Ew, this place is gross. This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me. What was it that Mo said? He said that yesterday morning Max clonked Bed over the head here. He also said that there's gotta be something interesting here. Nick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask. Psst. Let's examine some things. This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand. Look here, Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, you could still eat hamburgers, right? Sure. Hey! Ayori Yamagi of the Blood, welcome to the stream. You love this game? I love it too. I'm finally on the third case of the second game. You're gonna cry. How come? Because of the clown. The clown jokes. How have you been though, Yagami? It's good to see ya. Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever read this sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die. Well, that would definitely make them clean up. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. Ah! Watch out, Nick! There's broken glass all over the floor. A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. Do you think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting there. Huh? Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? Ha. Ah, a bulletin board for, bulletins. You gotta stand on your white shirt. Oh no. Angel Love, don't do that. Clean, quick. Or maybe switch shirts and then throw your current shirt into the wash. It doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously. Yeah, this place is messy as heck, guys. You're playing Skyrim? Ooh, Skyrim. Skyrim's great. Soon I'll play it. There's a dead Dracula lying under the table. Oh, you mean this thing? I think that's just a stool, but it could be a Dracula. How you doing, Hellfire Skyrim? It's a red stain. Ew. Throw it in the wash, and it'll hopefully be out. Have this on Android? Nice. I got this on the Switch. The good old Nintendo Switch. Would you mind taking a look at this? No. You can marry Serena, the vampire lady. Serena? Oh yeah, oh Serana, the lady, I gotcha. You got this on nothing, literally nothing. You should get it, it's good. Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Did you just call me a sweetie? Again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso. I mean, fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. Well, what's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max, let's make this absolutely fabulous. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs. How were those Jurassic geriatrics? Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you? Yes, sweetie. That's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious difference between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess. Wow, that's so cool. It's already in the works. Oh? That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this joker. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder? Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. Once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Excuse me. Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's all right. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. Hi, it's Ryu from Streets. My favorite things are stale bread, Watcha without any ice, the newest season of The Simpsons, and Dirt. See you in Street Fighter 5, everybody. Hellfire Skyrim, totally not making me read weird things again. Not a chance. Right? Ha 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 ha. Oh, it works perfectly there because of the touchscreen. I bet. You got me. I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Alright, guys. Let's do a wee little bit of a save. And here we go. You ready? Let the fun begin. Thus, Ultima had read Ryu's dating profile. Great. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your salary? I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Yeah. That's... It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said you had received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation. Just with the date. That is, this is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous! Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you. Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about. Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room that night? Let's try... I will confess I kinda forgot. We'll try the broken bottle? Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria, but you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max. What is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... You used this bottle to Ben. But, Ben... You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician. Yay! Ben looks like Woody from Toy Story. He is very wooden. His last name is like Woodsman or something. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben, the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her that he was in love with her? Are you sure this is Ben we are talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? Hellfire Skyrim. Does Max here kind of look like you? If, you had pink hair? I think it's the spitting image. Anyway, shut him up. What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trillo can't say a word. Not without Ben. Trillo? The puppet, the ventriloquist puppet, his real name is Trilloquist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. But before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off the balsa, I'd be screwed. You don't see it? I don't know, look at the stars. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie, you aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem, none at all. Thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. Oh, where'd Ben go? Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. Is Regina gone too? What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we are making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster, and there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And our Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. Ah, a ladder. It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. Hee 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 hee. Ho 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 ho. It looks the same as always, a great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of those posters. You mean stole one of those posters? Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trillo somewhere in this room. Trillo. Oh, the ventriloquist puppet. Alright, let's look for it. Maybe the trophy case? Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards the circus has won. Like, all county quiz champions, Ringmasters Association's golf master, beer belly balloon bounce champ, pet grooming grand prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet! I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Alright, we got Ben back. Or Trillo, rather. Why do I have to carry this thing? Alright, let's get out of here. Let's, talk to what's-his-name. This punk, huh? Trillo is such a wooden, cheeky excuse for a puppet. I can't believe that this thing is what I'm up against for Regina's love. Ah, my sweetie pie, love only me. What? You're up against what for Regina's love? Whatever, let's hurry up and give this thing back to Ben. Alright. Let's look for Ben, guys. I'm sure he's here somewhere. Let's go to the lodging, maybe. Nope, Detective Gumshoe's still here. Maybe Big Top, and then here. Oh, hey Ben. Hello. Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Tell us what you know about the murder. Do you know anything at all? I don't know a thing. Well, I don't know. This is not helping. Let's do this, guys. Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. Here you go. Ventriloquist returned to Ben. Alrighty, Maya, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Okay. So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see. Maybe we should go talk to the clown once again. Hey, wait! Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench. What's your problem, anyway? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben? Is that you, Ben? No, I would never. It was me. Yeah, me. Down here. You're Trillo? This is Mr. Quiz to you, sir. That is Mr. Quiz to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better? No, look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney. Trillo, we talked about insulting people. You promised. Look at the puppet punching him. But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal. I'm sorry, Trillo. Nick, what just happened? Trillo is still a puppet, right? A ventriloquist puppet? Hey, who do you think you are calling me a puppet? Well, here we go. We are now questioning a puppet. Tell us what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I said you talking to me. Don't look at him when you're talking to me. Trillo Quist, you behave, young man. Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they off the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. I love that Ben is... You can see Ben's lips move. That old mutt paid us all peanuts. Trillo, you can't just say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have some nerve pills? There's something to take right now. These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hands up my pants. Your partner? You mean Ben? Yeah, that creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of those dorks around here. Oh, my... But I'll be fair. In this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna. Your... Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far. You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Marry? The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud. You mean Next Galactica? Why do you say that? Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up? I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? Heh. If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on the facts. You're going to marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care. It's my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched. I know you think that, but what? I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song. You gave her a song? Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... The rest is private. Well, the melody is pretty good. But those lyrics, I think they need a little work. Who asked you? I'm the artist here. Thanks. Now that Trillo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, buttface! Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, time to get rid of the pesky magician once and for all. Trillo? Enough jibba-jabba. Let's get to the court already. Hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Well, that'll be a weird cross-examination, huh? What in the world happened with Ben and Trillo? Quite a pair, those two. What did that puppet see anyway? Oh! Oh no, now what? Oh! Ah! Yow! Ah! Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey... Ah! My badge! That monkey stole it! What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look so completely dumbfounded. Regina? You, that monkey! Hey, you need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge! Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Money? The monkey is called Money? Yes. Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back? I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems. Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. Haha, that's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Mo's. I guess it is time that I revisit that kooky clown. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trillo? What do you mean, hanging around? Well, he was there when Trillo told me that he was in love with me. Trillo told you that he was in love with you? Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart, and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo. Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? No, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trillo are both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. But Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trillo hadn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trillo? Wait. Did you realize that Trillo is a puppet? I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. Oh boy, guys. Oh boy. We have movement here. We have new events here. Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Wright all the time. Ugh, it's alright to be wrong every now and then, right? See, Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience. So what can I do for you? Do you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it. We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? This guy. So about Regina. Regina is such a pure, innocent child. She's such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know, but that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top. Sounds like Pearly. For her, every child's dream for the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world? Dream world? She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is that all seems normal to her because it's in her everyday life. I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply, without complications. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah, yes, Money. You stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny objects. Makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him. Huh? Why is that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Not joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying. You mean right now? Of course. Shall we go? Should we go with him now or wait a while? Let's go. Whoa, look at this place. Look at the calendar. Looks like a real orangutan. Huff, huff. This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Pant, pant. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around today. That's a big pile of junk over in the corner. I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there, too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Is anyone still here, by the way, or am I streaming to an empty audience? If someone's watching right now, that would be good, at least. Well, let's check out this place. This bed is incredibly well made. You're here? Hey! Glad you're here, Angel Lub. Where's Mafia, babe? Normally she's here with ya. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be. Can a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? Hehe, it's a monkey calendar. Whoever's in this room must really love monkeys. Ah, she's sleeping. Gotcha. Maybe a little too much. Wow, I just realized that this year is almost over. Amazing how time flies. It's been one wild year, especially the last part. Well, we still got one last person to help this year. Max. He's got a barbell. Look around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey, Nick. What? I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. What's wrong with that? Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this. It's a trophy, and it's really heavy. Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here. Cool. Thanks. You really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. You think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Whew! What a case this is, huh? What a strange case. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All I have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick. Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Phoenix Wright is being influenced now. Oh no. And here we go. And now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. I At your service, sir. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Well, here we go, guys. Gotta yawn real quick. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Okay. A blunt object. Let's read it, guys. Time of death, 10:15 p.m. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Oh, dear. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Let's do the old press. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Court record. Why? Froze. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Special meaning. Oh no. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Your mom just got home and she found you asleep watching your stream. What happened when you fell asleep? We're in the courtroom right now. Please say the stream did not crash again. Are we still here, guys? Are we still live? Yeah! It's happening again, guys! Woo! I'm going to quickly refresh my stream real quick. Sorry, guys. Professional streamer, professional stream of this game. Like, can OBS and my internet work? Yeah, it crashed again. Eat a fat chode. Oh, God. Rough night tonight, guys. Hardly anyone here. Stinks, man. But, hello. Hello, everyone. Oh, and look at that. My, Twitch app isn't working either. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. The Twitch app normally stinks anyway. But... okay, are we good? Are we good? Is anyone still here? The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Yeah, you're still here, Mick. That's good. Welcome back. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you don't find it on the scene. Didn't find it. No. I mean, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho ho ho. What happened? Oh, the stream crashed again. It crashed again, guys. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? You fell asleep watching your stream, you kinda woke up because your mom got home. Well, good morning again? Good morning to ya. Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. You're not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I dunno, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I'd like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trillo will show up on the stand as well. So, Angel Love, who do you think is the big murderer this time around? Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trilloquist. I am employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Ahem. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocent, decided by the judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trillo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up. Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off-chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit, but I'm worried about getting testimony in my court. Ouch! Won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Not really sure. Need more inventory. Or not inventory. Need more info. We'll see as we go on, eh? What you witnessed? Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got into the lodge house, I ditched him and went back into the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You sure of that? Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and that dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, could that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. But anyone can wear it. Very true. Anyone could wear the hat. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Hee 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 hee. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. The clown? You're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. He didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. That's what happened. Then what happened? Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza entrance. Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thinker. This my teachers always said I was. That's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Hey! Captain Chips has arrived at last. How you doing? You're just in time for, this. You're just in time for this. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. Had a slightly late night. Well, I'm glad you're here now. He was the one who, heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? This guy seems sus. Which one? The puppet or the puppeteer? You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense, and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? Ben only saw Max? The puppeteer, seems like he's having a time of it. Oh, he is. He's having a rough time. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max? Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? Maybe, the ringmaster? That's the victim. That's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went out together to the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah, I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt the witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of a bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Police showed up and took Magic Boy away. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? I think it was around, I'd say after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you behave? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracked under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? I would say... her, maybe. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
Wah!
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
Ah!
That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime? However, he did not see the victim on his way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there's a high likelihood that he couldn't have missed someone else other than Max heading to the...
Ow!
There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain!
Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Yep, this is another weird one, Captain Chips. Another very weird one.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. Even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket.
You were going to propose? You, a puppet?
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
Exactly.
His honor is looking a little less honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What was that? What was with that sigh at the end? So let's see if I can do this now. You had it in your pocket, huh? Was it this? Oh. Maybe I can't do it now then. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her?
That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in my way.
Uppity snob? You couldn't be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. So you are still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily.
I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him neck. The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. By proposal, do you mean propose marriage correct to Regina?
Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't gonna propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it. That's the truth. Even had something to give to her.
What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was gonna give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
An engagement ring?
Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time.
Pain equals bad. Push on anyway. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human being. Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to the facts, not Scientology. Sociology, or whatever the word was.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
Would the witness get in trouble for that now? Or, would he be fine? Or rather, would the puppet be in trouble, or the guy controlling the puppet? That's the real question here. God damn it. Why is it not the engagement ring? The number of times the Von Karmas would get thrown out of this court. Oh, so many times. An engagement ring? Uh-huh.
It's exactly a diamond, it's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's going to love it.
It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. Maybe I can do it on this one now. You're leaving for dinner? Bye, Mick! See you later. Have a good dinner, alright? Eat something amazing and delicious. Now we can do it on here. Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
That's mine. Give it back. Thief.
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here?
Arrgh!
What is going on here?
That's Ben, say something.
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault?
Ha, that filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say? Detail. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up at the plaza. Right about what you saw. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have. Well, it could have been taken around that time. Oh! Yo! Oh!
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand.
Haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilloquist.
Like that name, by the way. Trilloquist. Hey, Mafia babe, you're here. Good morning. How you doing today?
Good to see ya.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, oafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Flaw. Head is hurting? Oh, that's annoying. Do you have any headache medicine? Headache medicine would be very good in wrapping up and getting rid of a headache. There is a huge contradiction in the witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Well, I'm glad you're here, Mafia babe. There's a lot of crazy things going on with this case. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity toward the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha, I told you so many times. You'd think you'd know my story's not changing.
You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more. Where there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. Witnessing Max. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Absolutely sure it was him. I saw Max Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about,
I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Witnessing Max. So let's save the game real quick. I think it's the last one. Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? You're gonna ask again, I'll answer with the chorus. Everyone together now. Silk Cat, Cloak, White Roses. Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick? All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that will prove useful. All right, time to go to work. Let's try this. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said?
I told you already. Geez, I'm 100% absolutely sure.
There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Alright, it might be here. Those ridiculous 3 symbols. Like the hat? Nope. Alright, time to load. Time to load and press everything. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up.
You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think someone would have slipped by me?
4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo.
But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night.
So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night?
Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina.
He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes.
About what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. I already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. You had 10 more minutes. I'm sure you could do that. Now what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second.
Yow! I'm not good at math.
Oh, it was 10:10 p.m. Ah, yes, that sounds about right.
Sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene.
This door looks like the ventriloquist from Batman. Ventriloquist man or something. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trillo? You say good evening at night?
I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Evening greeting. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand.
Ow! That hurt.
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trillo would even say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. I guess we could try, the thing. For those that don't know, Max hit Ben in the head with this thing. Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clocked over the head.
Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this glued would just up and say good evening to his rival. Quack! Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? I didn't see anyone. The defendant. A different person, maybe? It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all, which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening, or good evening as he put it. What in the world? You? Would the defense kindly explain who it was that Trillo saw that evening? Well, if he said good evening in such a nice way, I think it's none other than... Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Barry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Barry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster Russell Barry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Gulp. Answer the question, Mr. Quist.
Wah!
Order. How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, Russell Barry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's three symbols. 3 symbols?
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone. All together now. Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and cloak. Anyone could wear them. It'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Barry. What? Miss Von Karma, do you have a clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that is the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of a doubt an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare for their next witness. Court is now in recess. Whew. Alright. Next. So, sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in that room because it would be right back. He would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight into the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means? It means that the ringmaster could have taken this costume and went out looking for Max, looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulous fabulously possible possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, magician or president. I have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Anyone in chat have any idea who the murderer is yet? We haven't seen all the peoples yet. You guys, the new peoples, have not seen all the peoples yet. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness, a pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. The ringmaster? Here's the problem though, Angel Love. The ringmaster's dead. Are you saying the ringmaster killed himself somehow? Is that what did happen? Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Oh yeah. He's kind of sad. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. In West Clondopia, born and raised in a playground with McClown. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns were up to no good, so I can make trouble at... Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. Is there one in training? What, a ringmaster in training? No. There's the ringmaster's daughter. Seymour Butts, Larry's father. Maybe Larry's father. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct? Yes it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza. Without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. It is her? The ringmaster's daughter, do you think, Angel Love? We'll see.
I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and a polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. Even try to come up with caught jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing?
Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness.
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you. I can't wait.
Poor Gumshoe. Now then, now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want.
You think it's, Regina, huh? We'll see, Angel Love, we'll see.
The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out that window. That was when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized. However, this witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
That must be because of my insecure smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
I know that.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Your laptop overheated? Oh no, Angel Love. Gotta put it in cold water. Wait, that's a bad idea. Better save it.
Better save it.
Two silhouettes. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they?
Let me think about that for a second.
And my room is here, and they looked about yay big, so I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all.
It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility.
I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw.
It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak.
Since there's a thing on this thing, I gotta be careful with what I press. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away?
That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I am 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols?
Lawyers nowadays, do we even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo! See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza!
Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify to what he saw, and only what he saw?
I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clunked the ringmaster over the head.
Oh, whoops. Better save the game here. You say you saw the ringmaster get clunked over the head?
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
Really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. Well, what do you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Hehehe. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown, because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Gulp. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So, what will it be then, Mr. Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Of course I do. Maybe. Of course I have grounds to make this claim. Then let's hear it. That's something I can't share with you at this time. What did you just say, Mr. Wright? I know there's something wrong with this testimony, but I can't put why I feel the way into words for the judge. Maybe we should get a bit more information. Once we find something more solid, we can give it another shot. Yeah, you're right. Oh, Mr. Wright, before we resume testimony, you know that you must be penalized. Yikes, that's harsh. Alright, so let's reload. So clonked. Of course I don't. Well, see, right now I don't have a clear basis to be thinking that. And this is just another one of your pointless efforts to badger my witness. Okay. Wait a second, Miss Von Karma. This time, I do not feel the need to treat Mr. Wright so harshly. That's right, what he said. Bailed out by the judge. What an honor indeed. If we must penalize Mr. Wright for his display, I think a verbal consensor would be the best. Huh? You know the rules, Mr. Wright. There is no room for baseless sounding in this courtroom. I guess he didn't really bail me out after all. Alright, so we can't do that one yet at all. You'd say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? Oh, how exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's pretend it was 8 o'clock, that way I can make a great joke. Let's not. Let's not make it 8 p.m., alright, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons. Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Oh, no. Oh, it's one of those nights, guys. It's one of those nights. Yes. Yep. It happened again, guys. I think it happened again. It's back. The shady connection is back. Yep. Alright. Is anyone here or whatever? Is anyone here still? God, it's back in full force, guys. You're here? Okay, good. Good. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday. Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Just frustrating. And after, like, the people came and fixed everything, is this just gonna be a curse to you guys of just crashing all day? Crashing. Is anyone else here, or... Thank you for sticking around, Angel Love. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound.
He did not simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I?
That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that was what made me look outside. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary.
Joe, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke? Ha 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 ha.
I guess that the sound sounded like suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard.
Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly.
Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw? Hey, Twitch app, can you, stop being worthless, please? It would be really nice of you. You could just stop being worthless. Nah, you're still worthless. Oh, I can't even see Captain Chips' message anymore. Cool! Thank you, Twitch app. Starting to think his top mouth is, oh yeah, his hat mouth is, moving as well. Hang on, guys, hang on. Okay. That's when I saw two silhouettes that were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster. Maybe I can do this now? Maybe? You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away? That's right. Thing is, Von Karma, 100% certain, just thinking about it. Uppity symbols. Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays. Alright, I did this one already. What do you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. Weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? Saw everything. Wait, didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you see the murder? I will not permit you to harass the witness. I think we can do this now, though. Hopefully. Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone.
In 1972, a crack clown unit.
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to the witness's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court?
No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. Just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth.
Well,
you're back from your jog?
Well, it pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much?
When I looked out of my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again. So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster?
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep. He was on a permanent vacation, as they say. Ha 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 ha.
Mr. Curls, Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime, however. You still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. and if I ever catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough. Yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. You have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Cross-examining the silhouette. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could have belonged to Max. Silk hat and the black cloak. Feels like we're missing something here, guys. Don't you think? Maybe the white roses? You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay, everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. Blah, blah, blah. Tasty. Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order. Order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said that he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. And the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He is just toying with the court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone with wearing such a snobby 3-piece get-up? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I had my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, this witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature? I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, a remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. The Silhouette Part 2. There's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all 3 of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Your laptop keeps shutting off. Is everyone's, electronics messing up right now? Your laptop is shutting off. My stream keeps crashing. Is there some kind of curse going on again, guys? Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement, you better have at least assertive evidence to back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Hey, Nilo! What's up? Got you tabbed, heading to bed? Thank you, my dude. Good to see you today. I hope your stream went well. I did see a contradiction, though, guys. It was working 5 seconds ago. I'm gonna save one more time, because I'm a big idiot. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. The hat, right? If that's true, why do I have it here, then? This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how we would mistake a thing like that. I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma? Where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. But the crime scene? That means... The silk hat fell off the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it at the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true! Your laptop's a hold angel of... Oh no. Order, order, order! Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. What? Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You don't have to go and insult my memory or my eyesight or memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you are sitting above me doesn't mean you're wrong. I'm younger than you. Wah, sob. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his white roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turning into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. This witness testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Grrr. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter the story as to how the criminal left the scene? Yep. Do you guys see any other footprints here, guys? 'Cause I don't see any. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay, 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 ay. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys just can't ignore it. You guys
can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls.
Yes?
The testimony you provided up until now has been false?
It hasn't been false, I haven't lied. It's just
what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Ignoring that he'd be booked for perjury right there. Not in this court. In a real court, definitely. Order, order, I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls.
Ha, you're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. You're gonna love this one, guys.
Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witness. Why won't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story?
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? He's telling the truth. His eyes were playing tricks. This is all a dream, right? Right now, I can't believe any of this. I'm not even sure if this day has been some kind of Kafkaesque dream.
Ow!
Now, do you think it's still a dream? Mr. Phoenix Wright? I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile.
If you would disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Well, how are we gonna solve this one, guys? Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we can find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. How the heck did this murder happen, guys? How in the flippin' heck? Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But, the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. I got another confession to make. I got another confession! Do you actually have a confession, Dr. Chip? Wow. You can tell I'm tired. Captain Chips, or are you referencing the game? Really? Was it kind of like this? What? Wow, how did you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Oh, that was song lyrics? Maya's easy to fool. I know. This poor girl. I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? Only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that, Max. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trillo, Mo, they all have nothing nice to say. That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him. Even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But what? But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume. But Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. Easy to impress, easy to fool. I would say both. Very, very both. Oh, my sweeties, if you mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by, and since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm adequate, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's why I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Alright. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and the cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much, it's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie? Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous! A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at the circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this! I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At the time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. Ahem. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Well, there we go. We are out of here. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing.
Alright, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yes, wait.
Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go.
Row, row, row your boat.
Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, but Cholo, this just isn't going to work.
Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. You can't handle something as simple as this. What are you going to do then?
Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo.
What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course?
I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act.
In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible.
See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
Once we get a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice.
You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you.
Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina.
Hey guys, are puppets alive? I'm just curious. Are puppets actually alive or no? I know that you already testified in court today.
Want to talk about what we saw, right?
Yes.
Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben?
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right.
But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was dressed in those gaudy symbols.
What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. Wonder who they really saw. For sure, you don't entirely know in this case. Good question. Who knows in this case indeed. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina.
I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now.
Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent?
Ha, you haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart?
Eh?
Waiting like this is part of being in love.
How so?
If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts.
Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So how is the new routine working out?
Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
That sounds incredible.
But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is?
Trillo, you seem to really be fired up about all this.
He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage.
You're right. You're right.
Mark my words, I, Trillo Quist, will win the Grand Prix.
You're the man now, doll.
Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory.
Not trying in your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too.
You're gonna lurk? Alrighty, Mafia babe. No problem. Hey, look at the photo.
Nope, Ben don't care about that.
Like, Ben don't care, bro.
Oh, it's you two.
You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest?
I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks out all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something.
I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes.
I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much of your face hurts if you fake laughing that much?
Franziska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? You ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up.
Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight.
She's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How is that possible?
According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room? Behind the window up there?
The acrobat's got his room up there on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma will be starting her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal?
Shivers for Franziska Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out.
Acrobat? Yep, there's an acrobat up there.
Hello, Mo, if you're here. Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Aha, 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 aha. What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. Must really love his work.
Hey, look, there's a banana there on the ground.
I really gotta give it to Mo. Sleeping on a banana peel 100 times a day? That's incredible. Maybe I should try giving it a shot myself. I guess I'll start out by juggling. Maybe you should start with spirit channeling. Just a thought.
Ho, ho, ho. A potential criminal?
The acrobat, you say? Acrobats are pretty, like, muscly. We'll have to see, what he looks like, though. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Hee hee, Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No, 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 no. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Let's go here. Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Cafeteria. Anyone here?
Ah, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria.
Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood.
Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time.
Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza?
Come on, you can answer this. It's easy.
Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is probably a weapon of bowel destruction?
Buzz, wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie?
I got it.
Okay, what is your answer?
Because they are in the cafeteria.
Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. Ha 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 ha.
That's racist? You're back. Welcome back, Angel Love. The idea being that acrobats can lift themselves and jump super high and have access to the same great wires magician man would use to lift off the ground. That might be a possibility. But, we'll have to see, huh? I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it?
You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough.
Tough?
Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing.
Even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke.
Exactly. How can you not laugh at a stunning comedy like that?
Someone needs to watch the 4 Yorkshire men. Are you 100% sure about your testimony yesterday?
I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just
flew through the air?
It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. That silhouette of his face made me positive if it was Max.
I don't see a sight block. You must be telling the truth.
Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too?
Huh? You seen it as well?
Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture.
What do you mean?
He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness.
He's got a big bust? I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Whoops.
Max's bust should be on that small table over there.
There's nothing over there.
Really? Oh, yeah.
When was it?
I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden. The bust disappeared.
It disappeared?
If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up.
Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Is there anything else that's changed about this place?
Nope, nothing's changed that I can see.
I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's just setting up a bad joke.
Nope, I'm drawing a blank here.
A quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh?
Well, there's this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Well, on the morning of the crime over that bulletin board, the piece of paper was posted front and center.
Piece of paper?
It's a torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title.
Yikes. It says, "To the murderer." Murderer?
Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. I don't know who posted it.
When did you find this?
The morning before the murder.
Before the murder?
Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered.
Who in the world posted this thing? Probably the monkey. So Captain Chips thinks it's the acrobat, and Angel thinks it's the monkey. Who could it be? We'll see. Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. Alright, goodbye. To the ringmaster's room! You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat, and they call this the face of someone who already knew that. What? A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. Ah, you always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. But, check it. You have to check it, bro. Oh well, maybe I'm supposed to do something else first.
This morning of the murder, this was posted up on the bulletin board. That's around when Max clocked Ben over the head. Sorry, I hadn't remembered it until now. It was torn down before anyone really paid attention to it.
So you don't know what was written on it, do you?
Fortunately, I don't.
But I bet you they would know. Who are they?
Max and Ben. They were here before that morning.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, you.
Nope. Ben does not know. What about, our magician bro? Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into his pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Okay. So now we're getting into more heavy things. Note from a murderer, or note to the murderer. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the lodging house plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's when the murder took place. And we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Bruh, life's on the line and he's just like, oh, I wouldn't want to spoil your fun. Yep. He's a weird one. But then again, everyone in this game is. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally, but with Miss Von Karma. Beep, 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 beep. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound? It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick! See ya, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind's as biting as... Ow! As biting as lashes from a whip. Von Karma! You really did appear! It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness. You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter. If you prove the defendant's guilty tomorrow, nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know who I'm referring. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. Then that means that Edgeworth was... Right, again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault that he is gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth's death. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then I'm going to teach him the rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Mr. Von Karma? What? I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What? What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He has already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Whew. So is Miles Edgeworth actually dead, guys? That's just crazy. Hey, there's the acrobat. Well, Captain Chips, immediately do you see a little problem with your accusation of the acrobat? Look what he's in. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling, but here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of this circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform is in my wheelchair. Yep, he's in a wheelchair, so he kinda can't, you know what I mean? Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all, without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. Wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess. Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? Oh! Uh-oh. Psycholox, or Cyclox, rather. Doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on at the circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go into the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it. When I saw what I saw... What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. He's got a lot to hide. He does. He does. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? I am absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick? Well, that's gonna be a tough one. Let's do some exploring. Let's see if we even can explore. No. December 29th, very big circus. Grrr. I've got a bad feeling about this. Grrr. Yeah, Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Stay, heal! Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson, but I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? You haven't seen this person yet, Captain Chips. This is Regina. This is the daughter. It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely, now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. I always thought that the stars were the kings of our past. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens? That's kind of sweet. You think she did it? Angel Love thinks Regina's the one. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Just to go back and clear something up, why'd you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. Wouldn't say she's innocent yet. Not exactly innocent, no. When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney? Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. But of course. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Yay! You're really gonna do it? You're really gonna do it? What? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden, I need a burger bad. All of a sudden, I need a new partner. Bad. Oh, man. So I don't think there's anything new here. Yeah, no, there's not. We can talk about Acro. Age 26. Ah, it's Acro. Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came back from meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swinging hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the Acrobat. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina, but Regina seemed to like Acro just fine. Weird. Very, very strange indeed. Oh yeah, I should show Regina this. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what that is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was in the ground. I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I'd go down to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble. So, you didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did. I stuck it up there. How'd you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Strange and stranger, huh? Strange this is. Let's talk about this with Acro. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina. Ask her about it. Something strange is going on here, guys. But first... Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Oh! Nick, it's money. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey, attorney style. Give it back, monkey brain. Stay. Ooh, 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 scratch, scratch. Let's do this one. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh! Wah! Ooh, ooh, ooh! Yikes! Wah! I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, you... I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Huh. Okay. Well, we can give this to Regina now. So that's good. Ook, that's why you don't play with monkey. You never play with monkey. Never ever. Here you go, Regina.
Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me.
Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. Blush. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth, you know? Gah! Uh-huh. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They always started screaming. You sure they weren't screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was all right though, right? No, it wasn't all right. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Oh, man. Tell me more? What about this? What can you tell me? I'm not gonna tell you. Alright, let's go to, here again. Something smells fantastic. So, we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers. Hello. Welcome to the Bistro du Circus, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here, and those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Alright, very big circus. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do? That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue with his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo, all that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know? The tragedy? You know? What is he talking about? Get over it? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh?
Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
He must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right?
Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang. Correctamungo.
Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us?
Yeah, no, not at all. What makes you think that?
Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago.
Eek.
Eek. Mo, I'm right, aren't I?
Oh. Oh boy.
So now we're getting closer to the truth.
It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason.
6 months ago, eh? Alright. I'm not sure if we can solve it now. We'll try and see, but I hugely doubt it. Any big moments? Any big things anywhere? Acro's still here. Hey Acro, tell me about the lion. Nope. Ha, nope. Maybe we can do it now. Alright. Big top. Move. Alright, let's try our best. See if we even can do it. There's only 2 locks. Shouldn't it be too hard, right? Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I kinda got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you... I told them so many times, you shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is the person you promised you wouldn't say anything? Acro. Must have been Acro, right? How did you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Okay, I can do it now. We'll hear what Mo has to say, and then we gotta go, guys. Get over it? It's just like you said, you know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have been better if... But it would have probably had been better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital, and that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. But brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers. Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Who was Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon!" Why'd he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Oh dear. Some sick grin. No way. That's impossible. A smirking lion? A flying murderer? Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So, that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all the truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka 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 shaka. Here he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Achoo! Achoo! Nice, what a wonderful sneeze. Huh? You think so?
You sneeze with pepper and slip in a banana peel? That's basic clownsmanship. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that.
Nick, I think I'd make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer.
Does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper.
But Bat?
From my point of view, these two always look so perfect together.
They look perfect together, huh? Alright, guys. With that, what happened? You were talking to your dad. We learned the story of Acro and his brother, Bat. And how Acro's brother is in a coma at the moment. And Leon was shot. But sadly, guys, I must end the stream here. Next time we play this game, we will possibly finish Case 3. So yeah, thank you for stopping by. Have a good one. I gotta get to bed, because tomorrow's the big day. But yeah, take care, guys. Love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!